Imagine living a life where you're unshaken by chaos, a life where your inner peace is unbreakable. That's not just a dream, it's a practice rooted in ancient wisdom. In this video, we delve into the Stoic way of life, highlighting 11 subjects that, if avoided, can elevate your mental fortitude to new heights. Prepare to uncover secrets that have empowered thinkers and leaders for centuries. In the realm of Stoicism, there's a powerful yet often overlooked strategy: knowing which topics to avoid in conversation. This isn't about censorship or limiting free speech. It's about choosing where to direct your energy for maximum personal growth and peace. Now, why is this important? Stoics believe in focusing on what they can control, and conversations are a key part of this. Engaging in certain topics can stir up emotions, cloud judgment, and lead to a disturbed mind. This is contrary to the Stoic ideal of maintaining tranquility and rationality. Let's consider an example. When people discuss their personal wealth or lack thereof, it often leads to unnecessary comparisons, jealousy, and feelings of inadequacy. These emotions are not only unproductive but also harmful to our mental well-being. Stoicism teaches us to value our own journey and achievements without constantly measuring them against those of others. Similarly, broaching sensitive issues like politics or religion can create divisions and conflict. Stoicism advocates for harmony and understanding. By avoiding divisive topics, we foster a more inclusive and peaceful environment. This doesn't mean we should never have opinions on these matters, but rather that we should be selective about when and with whom we discuss them. Another aspect to consider is the nature of gossip. Engaging in gossip can seem harmless, even entertaining, but it goes against Stoic principles of integrity and kindness. Gossip breeds negativity and distracts us from our personal growth and self-improvement. So, what does this all mean for us today? By being mindful of the topics we engage in, we can align ourselves more closely with Stoic ideals. This approach leads to a more serene and focused mind, better relationships, and a greater sense of control over our lives. Remember, the key to practicing Stoicism isn't just in what we do, but also in what we choose not to do. By avoiding certain topics, we're not just steering clear of potential conflicts. We're cultivating a mindset that's in harmony with our deepest values. This is the essence of living a Stoic life. Delving into the first of the 11 subjects Stoics recommend avoiding: personal wealth. Now, why is this topic such a slippery slope? It's because wealth, or the lack thereof, often becomes a benchmark for success and happiness in society. But here's the Stoic twist: true contentment isn't found in your bank account, it's found within. When people frequently talk about their wealth or financial struggles, it can lead to an endless cycle of comparison and dissatisfaction. It's like chasing the horizon. No matter how much you have, there's always more to be desired. This relentless pursuit can overshadow the more meaningful aspects of life, like personal growth, relationships, and inner peace. The Stoic approach is radically different. They advise us to focus on what really matters: our character, our actions, and our ability to be content with what we have. Wealth is seen as something external, beyond our complete control, and therefore not a reliable source of happiness. The Stoics knew that real richness comes from living a life of virtue, not from the size of one's wallet. Now, this doesn't mean you should ignore your finances or not strive for financial stability. The point here is about the emphasis and the emotional investment we place on wealth. It's about not letting our financial status define us or dictate our happiness. This perspective is incredibly freeing. It shifts our focus from what we have to who we are. It teaches us to find joy and satisfaction in our own journey, irrespective of our economic status. Embracing this Stoic view can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life, where wealth is a tool, not a goal. So, as we navigate through our daily lives, let's remind ourselves of this Stoic wisdom. Let's measure our worth not by the numbers in our bank accounts, but by the richness of our character and the quality of our relationships. This is where true wealth lies. In exploring the Stoic approach to conversation, The topic of relationship issues comes up as a significant one to be mindful of. The reason? Constantly dwelling on and discussing relationship problems can create a cycle of negativity, affecting not just your mental state but also how you interact with the world around you. Think about it. When conversations are dominated by relationship woes, they can amplify feelings of frustration, sadness, and anger. This isn't just about romantic relationships, but all kinds: family, friends, colleagues. While it's normal to have ups and downs in relationships, fixating on these issues in every conversation can lead to a skewed perspective of the world, overshadowing the positive aspects of our interactions. From a Stoic viewpoint, the emphasis is on focusing on what we can control. We can't always control others' actions or the outcomes of relationships, but we can control our reactions and our mindset. Stoicism teaches us to approach relationship challenges with a sense of detachment and rationality, encouraging us to reflect inwardly and focus on our own growth and responses. Moreover, the constant discussion of relationship issues can affect how others perceive and interact with us. People may start to associate us with negativity or become reluctant to share their own positive experiences. This can inadvertently isolate us and create a barrier to forming healthy, supportive relationships. The key here is balance. It's important to communicate and seek support when needed, but it's equally important to not let these issues dominate our conversations and our mindset. Instead, we can strive to cultivate discussions that are uplifting, constructive, and focus on personal and mutual growth. By adopting this Stoic practice of mindful conversation, we can foster a more positive outlook, improve our interactions with others, and create a more balanced and fulfilling life. It's not about ignoring our problems, but about not letting them define us or our relationships with others. Gossip is a topic often considered harmless, yet it's one that Stoicism advises us to steer clear of. The reason is profound, yet simple. Gossip undermines our character and the quality of our conversations. Let's break down why engaging in gossip is more damaging than it might seem. Firstly, gossip is essentially talking about others without their knowledge, often in a negative or judgmental way. This kind of talk doesn't just harm the person being spoken about, but also those participating in the gossip. It breeds a culture of mistrust and negativity. When we gossip, we're not only disrespecting others' privacy, but we're also diminishing our own integrity. From a Stoic perspective, gossip is a distraction from focusing on what truly matters, our own thoughts and actions. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on improving ourselves and our own lives, rather than concerning ourselves with the actions of others. Gossip pulls us away from this path, entangling us in the trivial and unproductive. Moreover, gossip can easily spiral into a habit, shaping the way we think and interact with others. It encourages us to judge and criticize, rather than understand and empathize. This goes against the Stoic principles of wisdom and virtue, which are central to living a good life. So, what's the alternative? Instead of indulging in gossip, we can choose to engage in conversations that uplift and inspire. We can talk about ideas, share knowledge, and encourage each other. This not only enhances our own character, but also contributes positively to the lives of those around us. In essence, avoiding gossip is not about being aloof or unsociable. It's about choosing to invest our time and energy in discussions that are meaningful, constructive, and align with our highest values. This is a key step in practicing Stoicism in our everyday lives, leading us towards greater peace of mind and fulfillment. Political opinions, while an integral part of our identities and belief systems, can be a divisive topic, especially when overemphasized in conversations. This is precisely why Stoicism advises caution in this area. The focus here is not on suppressing opinions or avoiding important discussions, but on understanding the impact these conversations can have on our inner peace and relationships. The Stoic perspective emphasizes the importance of internal control. Political discussions, particularly when they turn into debates or arguments, often lead to external turmoil, affecting our emotional equilibrium. They can easily escalate, leading to anger, frustration, and sometimes even damaged relationships. The Stoic goal is to maintain tranquility and not let external factors like differing political views disrupt our inner calm. Political discussions tend to focus on things outside our control. We might not be able to change government policies or global events through these conversations, but we can control our reaction to them. Stoicism teaches us to direct our energies towards our own actions and thoughts, rather than external events that are beyond our influence. It's also important to remember that constantly discussing politics can narrow our worldview, limiting conversations to a single dimension. There's a rich tapestry of topics to explore that can enrich our lives and broaden our perspectives. Stoicism encourages us to engage in discussions that promote growth, understanding, and personal development. In conclusion, while it's important to be informed and have opinions, we should be mindful of the place political discussions have in our lives. By focusing on what we can control and nurturing discussions that contribute positively to our well-being and that of others, we can live more in line with Stoic principles. This approach doesn't diminish the importance of political awareness, but places it within a balanced and healthy perspective. Moving on to the remaining subjects that Stoicism advises us to approach with caution, we delve into topics that, while common in everyday conversation, can lead us away from inner peace and personal growth. Religious beliefs. While faith can be a deeply personal and meaningful aspect of life, when it becomes the focal point of constant discussion, it can create divisions and conflict. Stoicism teaches us to respect diverse viewpoints and to focus on our own spiritual journey, rather than engaging in debates that might lead to discord or a sense of superiority. Personal failures. It's natural to feel disheartened by our setbacks, but dwelling on them in conversation can reinforce a negative self-image. Stoicism encourages us to view failures as opportunities for learning and growth, not as defining aspects of our identity. By shifting the conversation to lessons learned and future improvements, we align more closely with Stoic principles of resilience and personal development. Health issues. Constantly discussing health problems can lead to a fixation on what's going wrong, rather than appreciating what's going right. While it's important to seek support and share concerns, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, like our attitude and actions towards our health, rather than being consumed by worry or complaints. Work complaints. It's easy to fall into the trap of regularly venting about work-related stress or dissatisfaction. However, this habit can perpetuate a negative mindset and overlook the positive aspects of our work life. Stoicism encourages us to focus on finding meaning and fulfillment in our work, or to take proactive steps to change what we're unhappy with. Social media habits. In today's digital age, it's common to discuss what we or others post online. However, fixating on social media can detract from living in the present moment and engaging in more meaningful, real-life interactions. Stoicism reminds us to value direct, authentic experiences over the virtual personas and highlight reels often portrayed on social media. In summary, while these subjects are common in our daily lives, Stoicism invites us to reflect on the quality of our conversations and the impact they have on our well-being. By choosing to engage in discussions that uplift, inspire, and promote growth, we foster a mindset that is more in harmony with Stoic values. This doesn't mean we should never talk about these topics, but that we should be mindful of how, why, and how often we do so. Embracing this Stoic approach to conversation helps us cultivate a more positive and fulfilling life, centered on what truly matters: our character, our actions, and our journey towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. This is the essence of living a life guided by Stoic wisdom. Work complaints. It's easy to fall into the trap of regularly venting about work-related stress or dissatisfaction. However, this habit can perpetuate a negative mindset and overlook the positive aspects of our work life. Stoicism encourages us to focus on finding meaning and fulfillment in our work, or to take proactive steps to change what we're unhappy with. Social media habits. In today's digital age, it's common to discuss what we or others post online. However, fixating on social media can detract from living in the present moment and engaging in more meaningful, real-life interactions. Stoicism reminds us to value direct, authentic experiences over the virtual personas and highlight reels often portrayed on social media. In summary, while these subjects are common in our daily lives, Stoicism invites us to reflect on the quality of our conversations and the impact they have on our well-being. By choosing to engage in discussions that uplift, inspire, and promote growth, we foster a mindset that is more in harmony with Stoic values. This doesn't mean we should never talk about these topics, but that we should be mindful of how, why, and how often we do so. Embracing this Stoic approach to conversation helps us cultivate a more positive and fulfilling life, centered on what truly matters: our character, our actions, and our journey towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. This is the essence of living a life guided by Stoic wisdom. Developing self-awareness is also crucial. Stoicism encourages us to reflect on our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors to understand ourselves better. This self-reflection helps us identify areas where we can grow and improve, and fosters a deeper sense of self-understanding and compassion. Moreover, Stoicism teaches us to value simplicity and focus on living a life of virtue. This means prioritizing honesty, integrity, kindness, and other virtues in our daily interactions and decisions. It's about striving to be the best version of ourselves, not just for our own benefit, but for the betterment of those around us. In conclusion, implementing Stoic principles is about creating a life where we're not swayed by external events or the opinions of others, but are grounded in our own values and wisdom. It's a journey of continual growth and learning, where we strive to live with intention, purpose, and inner peace. By adopting these principles, we can navigate life's challenges with a sense of clarity and calm, making the most of the opportunities that come our way. Thank you for joining this exploration into Stoicism and for being a part of this community. If you found value in our discussion today, share this video with someone who could benefit from it. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that aims to inspire and motivate. Together, let's continue to learn, grow, and thrive. Here's to building a life filled with purpose, resilience, and tranquility. Keep focusing on what matters. And remember, the journey is as important as the destination.